Here are some things that you were never meant to see. In the Olympics, we always see the best runners competing, right? But have you ever seen the cameraman with them? Yeah, I think that cameraman deserves the gold medal. Oh, and I bet you never knew this, but whales actually have hands and they are massive. And this is what it looks like when a volcano erupts. It's quite terrifying. Well, the reason why the cheese in the pizza commercials look so good is actually just because they use glue. These creatures are quite rare. This is a frilled shark and it honestly looks pretty terrifying. Oh, and I bet you've never seen this, but this is a mother crocodile with her babies. Here are some things that you were never meant to see. Okay, firstly, this is how it actually looks when two oceans meet. And this is how your skin would scar if you were struck by lightning. When Australia was burning rapidly with its wildfires, this is actually how it looked outside with no filter. Okay, but I bet you've never seen this. This is how a raccoon actually looks without having any hair. This is how an octopus walks on land, and honestly, it's kinda terrifying. Does everybody remember the Teletubbies? Well, this is what they actually look like without having their heads on. And this is what a two-toned cat looks like, and it's honestly pretty cool. Well, have you ever wondered how they make pancakes look so good in commercials? Well, they use cardboard to add the height, and they use motor oil as the syrup to make it look delicious. When a large amount of fish swim fastly around each other, they create a circling current in the water, and this creates a fish tornado underwater. Here are some things that you were never meant to see. Okay, firstly, this is actually how babies get x-rays. I can't be the only one, but something just doesn't look right here. Oh, and did you know competitive slapping is actually a real sport? Now, here's how superhero movies are filmed before adding any edits.
Maybe Cara Danvers is tougher than you think. Maybe Cara Danvers is tougher than you think.
Well, that was interesting, but this is what an x-ray looks like of a pregnant dog. Now, here's a question. How many pictures do you see in this image? If you guessed more than one, you're wrong. I bet you've never seen this, but this is what an albino dolphin looks like. Oh, and did you know hippos can actually swim very fast, so never try to outswim one. Here are some things that you were never meant to see. Firstly, this is what it looks like when a whale is feeding on the surface, but why are the fish just jumping in? Now, this made my anxiety rise. This is what an underwater drop-off looks like. Next, this is how fireworks look in the daytime. This can't be good for our environment. This is kind of sad. This is what a pug's skull looks like. This is a close-up image of what your toothbrush looks like after only one use. Now, this will make you want to brush your teeth after every time you eat. Finally, this is pretty wild. This is what lightning looks like from outer space. Here are some things that you were never meant to see. Firstly, you're probably wondering what this is. Well, this is actually what a cat's tongue looks like under a microscope. So the next time a cat licks you, you're pretty much getting licked by hundreds of little tongues. Next, this was the first selfie ever taken in history. This man decided to take a selfie before it was cool. I wasn't prepared to see this. This is what an owl with no feathers looks like. This just doesn't sit right with me. So this is what gummy bears look like when they are being made. This is before and after. I might not be eating another gummy bear for a while. How did I never know this? You know these long Bic lighters? Well, in the inside of them, it's really just made up of a small Bic lighter. These two photos were taken in the same spot in the Arctic, but one was just taken 100 years later. And finally, this is what a human heart looks like without any blood in it.